The resources in your local public libraries can allow imaginations to run free, introducing new experiences and promoting access to knowledge and enjoyment. This programme will show how some primary and secondary schools in Cambridgeshire are making the most of their public library to develop standards of literacy, enhance research skills and improve the quality of homework both during and after the school day.
It offers really good links between the school and the outside community, and we just don't have the facilities in school that we have offered in the library, and they really do enjoy coming here.
These Year 2 pupils from William Law Primary in Peterborough visit their local library once a week.
How many of you are actually members of the library? Oh, quite a few.
The first session that we do with Year 1 introduces the library generally. So we talk about the different services on offer, and that includes books, but also the DVDs, CDs, PlayStation games and the computers, and a lot of the time that's actually what the kids are interested in. But what we hope to do is just get them in the first instance.
And there's DVDs.
It's really important that they do learn library skills, because in school we don't have our own library. So when they choose books, they just go and choose their own books and then sit at a table. So it's very good for them to be able to use a library, and it also promotes them to come if they've got research projects as they get into Year 4 or 5.
We've got books that we call not storybooks. They're called non-fiction, and they cover all sorts of different things. So if you've got a project to do for school, when you get a little bit older, you can borrow books to help you with that project. So this one's a book all about birds.
The different sessions for the different age groups last different periods of time. So you're starting with half-hour sessions for the really younger kids, going up to an hour for the older kids. And then we try to break the session up into different parts.
And what I want you to do is put these authors' surnames in alphabetical order. So start with the surname beginning with A and go through to the surname, if there's one there, beginning with Z. Think you can all do that?
And we encourage all primary schools to visit the library with their students. We contact teachers with a view to setting up class visits for their schools.
Sukarna got in touch with our primary school, and then I met up with her, and we just had really good close links, and we met about a book week that we were doing, and that's how we started the children coming to the library. And following on from that, we now do regular visits every week.
Now the relationship between myself and Selena is quite strong, and we contact each other whenever we have sessions that we want to arrange. If there's anything going on in the library, we'll contact them to see if they'd be interested in coming along.
It saves me ringing around lots of places all the time trying to get new projects up and running.
Well, we normally come here to get books and DVDs and videos. Non-fiction books.
Can you tell me what a non-fiction book is?
It tells you about real things.
Is everyone finished? But are you nearly there? All right then. Right. First one on your list is Alan Allberg. Which one comes after Marjorie Blackman?
Enid Blyton, you've got there. Enid Blyton.
Well done. Enid Blyton's next. Jacqueline Wilson was the last one.
With Book Week, we did a big session in school where every child, every year group had a different activity to do, and within that every year group came and visited the library, and for the younger children there were story sessions, and for the older children there was workshops that was on offer, and something like Year 3 was doing pop-up books, so the library had on offer a big range of pop-up books which the school doesn't have available, and they were able to come and use those, and the older children were able to come and do some research on the computers. And it just offered a really good link into Book Week.
Oh, Pokemon! This is exactly what I was looking for.
We don't have to do too much preparation before we come here, because usually Sukarna and the library staff will organise everything for us, so in that way it's very good. But really it's just to change books and choose books. It promotes literacy in school because it gives the children the opportunities to learn how to use a library that we can't offer in school. It just gets the children interested in reading, and the children choose the books, they're enthusiastic about it, especially our boys, because we have quite a lot of problems with boys trying to read. And they come here and they love just to choose the books, whether they're reading them, looking at the pictures. it's just great that they get hold of a book and they're involved in it.
These wooden blocks with the names on the spine, these are what we use to separate the books, OK? So we need to find where the Superman books start, don't we? So does that look like a Superman book to you? Does to me.
It says Superman, but we're looking for Darth Vader.
Right, well you need to look in this one then, because this is the one that says Star Wars, and that's where you'll find Darth Vader, isn't it? So the books in this section are Star Wars books.
As the kids get older, the class visits incorporate explaining the Dewey system to them, and then as they go on to years 5 and 6, we then start looking at the different components of a non-fiction book, so the index, the contents page, the glossary. And basically what we're doing is we're equipping them to be able to use the library when they go into secondary school.
These are skills for life, really, the skills of a good citizen. And they're skills that apply as much to using the books in a library as they are to searching the internet. So the skills you saw those children learning age 6 are the skills they're going to need later on when they want to book a holiday or fill in their tax returns or apply for a passport or buy DVDs or CDs from the internet. They're actually information literacy skills.
Each visit at each year always incorporates an element of storytelling, and the reason for that is we want to convey the message to the children that reading is not just about learning, reading is for pleasure as well.
Once there was a goose called Katerina. Katerina was the only goose on her pond. There was no other goose. This made Katerina very sad.
What you have to remember is that when you do a class visit, your audience isn't just the children. I mean, you are reaching a much wider audience than you might think. We had a boy come in for book week, and he then brought his whole family the following Saturday to join the library. And for us, really, that's the benefit.
And there was something in it.
Well, sometimes, based on a visit, we'll do book reviews about the books they've chosen. We're trying to do a lot of writing this year, so they'll perhaps write about their library visits that they did, write about their experiences that they've had here. They just love coming here. They love the experience, they love all the wide variety of books, and they love having different people teaching them, rather than the class teacher all the time.
We try to make libraries as interesting as we can. I mean, obviously, you're going to get from it what you want to. We really love if teachers just contact us, because that shows that they are keen.
Right then. Did you all enjoy your visit today?
Yes.
Is anybody else going to come back to the library?
But not tonight.
Not tonight, that's all right then.
Warrington is a district library serving 3 local secondary schools, including Ken Stimson Community School, with which it shares a site. The library encourages whole classes to access its resources by supporting direct communications between its staff and teachers.
Teachers can book the library throughout the school day. They can bring classes down as a group. They can set research tasks for them to do. Often they will begin preparation in the classroom and then come along to do that particular research task, move back into the classroom to follow it up.
I've got a low ability year 10 group doing science, and the topic we're covering is body maintenance. The work today that we've done is to enhance their research skills and give them a variety of tasks to do. The library offers a wide range of resources and different resources. Also, it takes them out of the confines of the classroom, so they feel a little bit more freer. They can venture out into areas. They will discover things related to science, but not necessarily directly covering in the syllabus. There we are.
As well as attending meetings, obviously I talk with teachers on an individual basis as well. The science teacher that came in today, for instance, we had a discussion beforehand as to what he wanted out of the lesson, what the learning objectives were, when he would be coming, and the level of ability of the children.
Sue Goodwin has a very good contact with all the departments, and she is fully aware of how use of library is integrated into schemes of work. So she is very well aware of when departments will be coming into the library to use. So it's all pre-planned very well in advance.
Students can also benefit from the library environment after school has finished.
Study club runs every day from 3:15 to 4:30. We have homework helpers who are here to support students doing their homework. Students can come in and do a range of things. We call it study club because it's not just for doing homework. Students can come in and just simply improve their learning.
We're looking at whether alcohol is banned in different countries. Yeah, so look up at a country and see what it tells you about that country. Look down and just see whether it mentions anything about drugs or alcohol. That's all I'm doing.
Having a homework club within a local library means that children have a place to go where there are skilled staff on hand who can help them deepen, support, enrich their own learning and do their homework. For many children, that might be the only space they have to do their homework in peace, and it might be the only access they have to support and advice when they're actually struggling with some homework topic that they've been set.
My mum's at work till 4:30, so I have to come. But other people just come so they can get their homework out of the way the day they get it and just do what they like at home.
Just come here to just relax and get my work done over with.
You can use any of the resources you want. You can get prints out, use the internet, anything you want that's here.
It's obviously going to work very much better if the librarian has some idea of the problems or issues that children might be dealing with in their homework. So I think the better the links between the teacher and the librarian, the better the quality of the homework the children will be producing.
The study club isn't just about learning either. Here in Warrington, the pupils also hold reading groups and book awards. Using video conferencing technology, they can talk to fellow students all over the globe. Children from local primaries also pop along, helping ease their transition to secondary school.
My name's Mrs Goodwin and I work here in the library looking after the staff and students at Ken Stimpson School.
Warrington Library can also draw on external resources to expand what it has to offer to students and teachers.
We have access to the school library service, so we subscribe to more resources, if you like, which teachers can pull in so they can have project collections, for instance. If we haven't got enough within this library, the school library service can provide extra resources.
The huge advantage of having a school library service is that it can supplement the school library. It can bring in additional books and resources, and it can also bring in additional expertise to support the school librarian. So where there is a school library service, the school library itself tends to be a much better and richer resource both for teachers and pupils.
I'll tell you what games are good, things like Ford Mustang. I like that game. Look. I managed a monster. Sounds scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Libraries have a lot to offer schools, and the more that students are involved in coming into the library and being aware of what a library has to offer them, being familiar with the way of finding out in libraries, the more successful they're going to be in their learning. So the more that teachers can get involved in bringing students into the library, the better, really, to familiarise them. Obviously, all teachers are trying to help students to become lifelong learners, and that's what libraries are about, encouraging lifelong learning.